Berserker in a nutshell. Berserker will be the next common card coming to Clash Royale. You can find it in the jungle arena unless they randomly change that. For 2 elixir, she has some very interesting stats. HP wise, she has nearly the exact same HP as the witch, and that is a lot for the low cost she has, especially considering that it can take a hit from a P.E.K.K.A. and survive. She technically can die to most big spell small spell combo, but that is one heck of a negative trait. The damage is exactly the same as a skeleton, which is not a lot, but she has a quicker attack speed than a skeleton, so in reality she counts as 2 of them. Because of her quick movement and attack speed, she is a threat when left ignored despite how squishy she is. You do not want this psychopath near your tower under any circumstance. The only tower that can get away with ignoring her is Duchess, as she will get 1 attack on the tower, which is like 1 skeleton stab. The twist with this character is how well she works with Rune Giant, having the fastest attack speed of any troop in the game except for inferno mechanics like Eye Drag and Mighty Miner. And this isn't a coincidence, as she is present in the Rune Giant animation, so they are directly related. They also have a tutorial in-game that asks the player to pair them together. Other than them looking similar, she has a unique attack animation if the enchanted buff is applied to an attack, which is an amazing detail. Besides the attack speed, the cheap cost is also another reason they synergize very well, as a lone Rune Giant is pretty much a nothing burger for 4 elixir. The other cards that can work with Rune Giant like Dart Goblin can easily be logged, making your 7 elixir investment useless for just 2. And cards like Lumberjack are just too expensive. Sometimes you would not have the elixir to justify going for it. But Berserker is the perfect mix, cheap enough to reliably go for and tanky enough to survive spells. The big question is, how does she do on her own? Well, not really good, because she's just weak. She really struggles on defense even against cards of a similar elixir cost. Basically, it's so bad that I don't think any non-cycle deck will ever replace Bomber for it. It can maybe work out fine against a few cards and get you some really good positive elixir trades, but without the help of your crown towers, she is just a worse knight. I can see it work well combined with other cycle cards, as they can provide her that small support she needs. And you can provide me that small support I need by entering code Abdod in the shop before buying stuff. Especially since she is basically spell immune, so with the right support, I think she can be really valuable. For offense, she probably will be used as a mini tank, since it does well pressuring and kinda okay tanking. The goal with it will mostly be to prevent small spells from stopping things like your wall breakers, or force out a response so your opponent can't concentrate their elixir on your win conditions. For King Tower activations, it's possible with both Princess Tower and Royal Chef, as she survives long enough to get nadoed. Cannoneer and Duchess deal extremely heavy damage for how squishy she is, so it ends up being not possible. And I wouldn't dream of trying with a Fisherman, obviously. Honestly, I know people kinda like common cards because they are cheap to max out, but this is so basic, it feels kinda eh. Like, the video itself turned out very short, my dudes.